Hello and welcome to Colin's Time to Bake, Baking with the Bake Off. My name is Colin and today I'm going to be making a Bakewell Tart from Pastry Week. No soggy bottoms here! The recipe I'm using is the same one they used on the Bake Off. The link is below. Also linked below is my website. Go on, have a wee look. You'll like it. It's quite nice. But let's crack on with jam. I seem to have made quite a lot of jam this season, so I'm clearly an expert now. And my flat is full of jam. So pop some raspberries into a pan, mash them up, and then add your jam sugar. Bring this to the boil and then leave it to boil on a medium to high heat for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now for the pastry, take about 225 grams of plain flour and 150 grams of butter, and then rub it together with your hands. Keep doing this until it looks a little bit like breadcrumbs. This looks a little bit too buttery, but I'm not going to judge Mary. I'm never going to judge her. I mean, when would I ever disagree with her? Except that time last year when I did. Add about 25 grams of icing sugar and then 1 egg. Has this turned out? No, this has not turned out right. Look how gloopy it is! I'll do it again. Maybe I got my measurements wrong. So flour, butter, icing sugar, egg. Alright, no, this isn't right. I'm gonna add another 100 grams of flour to this. Yeah, this seems a bit better. It's a little bit rubbery looking, but I think that makes it okay. Right? I have no idea. I'm just gonna take it out, plop it onto a surface and roll flat to about the thickness of 5 millimeters. Then pick it up and mold it into a 23 centimeter ribbed pastry tart tin thing. I really can't remember what it's called. Make sure you push it directly into the grooves. Slice your edges off now, although some people say you should slice it off once you have chilled it. I'm a rebel, I do what I want. Chill this now for 30 minutes in the fridge. Then after 25 minutes, you'll want to preheat the oven to 200 degrees, so when you take it out at 30 minutes, the oven's pretty much ready to go. Now it's time to make your filling. Cream your sugar and your butter in one bowl, add in ground almonds, almond extract, and an egg and mix this all together. Then it's time to blind bake your case. Take your pastry case out of the fridge. To blind bake it, what you need to do is to put some greaseproof paper in the middle of your pastry case and then pour in some ceramic beans or regular dried beans or rice or whatever you normally use, and then put this into the oven for about 15 minutes. Once 15 minutes is up, take this out of the oven, take your beans or whatever you've used out, and then bake it for another 5 minutes. This should hopefully firm up the whole of the pastry and make sure you don't have a soggy bottom. No soggy bottoms here! So take out and leave to chill a little bit before you add your filling. Reduce the oven temperature to 180 degrees at this time. Now get your jam, because so much jam. Spread a lovely layer on the bottom. Put a layer on your bottom. Okay. And then add your almond mixture. This is quite tricky to spread without the jam kind of whirling up into it, so just be very careful when you're smoothing it out. Now you'll want to bake the whole thing for about 25 to 35 minutes until golden brown and a skewer comes out clean. The middle will still be wobbly, and I know how that feels, but it's still good. It actually means that it's fine, but the skewer comes out clean, it'll still be a wee bit wobbly. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be alright. I think. Now, here is where Twitter got a little bit grumpy with Miss Mary Berry. Twitter says the Bakewell Tart has flaked almonds on top. However, they also say that a cherry Bakewell has icing, so therefore they're arguing as to whether or not it's a cherry Bakewell. But a cherry Bakewell has, well, what I didn't think there was very much jam in it and a cherry on top. So, who knows, but basically it's cake, so why do we care? Just eat it. It's good, it's tasty. I'm gonna eat it. So take your icing sugar and add a little bit of almond extract and 3 tablespoons of water to make it smooth. Take out 3 tablespoons of your icing and put this into a separate bowl. Make this pink using food colouring, and then pop this into a piping bag or a freezer bag, whichever, and make sure you've snipped the end so it's nice and thin, about the thickness of a Sharpie line, so a regular Sharpie line. I have no idea what the thickness of that would be, but whatever. Cool, so now make sure your Bakewell is cooled as cool as it can be before you put the icing on, otherwise it'll start to dry the icing quickly, so when you're doing the pattern it'll look cracked and a bit sad. You have been warned. Smooth your white icing over the top. Make sure it's completely covered all the way to the end. You can kind of see that I probably should have, you know, maybe cut my icing off after I'd chilled it, because it has shrunk a little bit. Nobody's perfect, alright? Especially Mary Berry with her 100 grams of flour. I'm over it, I'm fine, I'm over it. Then take your pink icing and draw parallel lines all the way down, the same width apart. Now you want to take either a cocktail stick or a skewer and do opposite lines with the scoring, and then you want to go down and then up and then down and then up and then down and then up and then down and up until you're all the way to the end, making sure again it's a nice even width apart from each score. This will give you that lovely feathering effect that Mary and Paul were looking for. And you know they're going to come to your house and they're going to check, right? They're going to know. So once it's done, cut a slice and enjoy! So here it is. It's, oh, you can't see. It's not a soggy bottom. It's quite a structured bottom. Got a good bottom. Bottom. Anyway, I'm going to eat some. Good. Wow. That's it. Bakewell Tart, cherry Bakewell, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really bothered. I'm just going to keep eating it because it's really good. It's so delicious. May need 100 extra grams of the pastry. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm just going to tell you what I think. And, you know, Mary can do what she wants. Apparently, she is doing what she wants. And she's leaving at the end of this series. So it's just a big drama. It's just going to be Paul in a tent. Although apparently the tent's just going to be given a hee-haw. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next year? But this year, it's all about the bake-off and it's all about baking with the bake-off. So if you want to see more of what I've done, click the little links up there on the right-hand side. I'll be baking the rest of the technical bakes and I've already done the last 2 years. So you'll want to see that, right? Yeah, you do. You can also check out my website, social media. My name is Colin. This is Colin's Time to Bake. Thank you very much and I'll see you soon.